Hello, this is Brian Cross, reporting again for GNN. I've gotten through to the region of Chenarus. I've been told I'm going to be able to talk to a medic who's operating there. Again, we're connecting to this person at the Radio Zenit Tower. Hello, are you there?
Hello, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? This is Bob Sugnit. How are you doing?
Hi, Bob. I can hear you pretty well. Tell me what it's like there.
Well, it's cold, wet, miserable, and we're all scared. It's just the rain is non-stop at this moment in time over here. But I'm sure it's going to get better soon. The zombies or the infected, they're just all over the place. It's yeah, but I feel safe, secure. The security force here, they're looking after me.
That's great to hear. I'm glad you're doing well, and thank you for taking time to talk to us today. Can you tell us what is your story and how have you managed to stay alive?
Well, my story, my sort of background, well, it's quite sad really. I was orphaned at an early age and found in the woods by the United Nations after the war in Croatia many years ago, and I was brought up by the UNHCR doctors, and that's one of the biggest reasons why I wanted to become a medic, to help those who are less fortunate than me, like I was helped when I was younger. And how have I been surviving? Well, I was lucky. I've bumped into a group of people who, well, they take me under the wing, they help protect me, they feed me, they water me, and they clothe me, and they keep me secure. And what do I do for them in return is I treat their wounds, I look after them. Conditions were really bad at the start, but it's getting better. It's just the madness. It's just maddening out here.
It's kind of crazy that you say it's getting better, but it's also such a terrible situation.
Yeah, it is, with the amount of people that died after the outbreak. It was like thousands of people. There's not many of us left. I think out the town where I was in, maybe about 2% of people, 3% of people are left alive. It was just, it was horrendous. And the clean-up afterwards, the conditions, medical, cholera, salmonella, the diseases, it was just horrible.
You talked about some diseases there, cholera and other things. What tips do you have for other people so they can stay healthy and survive?
I could talk for days on this, but I think I'll just give you a couple of top tips for the moment. It's food hygiene. That's the biggest thing at the moment. You've got to wear gloves when handling raw meat, and make sure you wash your hands before and after handling any kind of food, because this will reduce the spread of salmonella. And also be careful when using roadkill, as this is the biggest source of salmonella, and that's where we think the latest outbreak has come from. Obviously treating that is plenty of rest, eating little and often, and taking charcoal and vitamin tablets until the outbreak is cleared. But just be careful if you consume too many charcoal tablets, because that will dehydrate you. And the next biggest concern, as mentioned previously, it's the cholera outbreak in the area. Don't drink water from unknown sources. Make sure you boil it if you can, and if you can't, use chlorine tablets to sterilise water. If you do come down with cholera, make sure you only take small sips of water to stop yourself, reduce the risk of your vomiting, take plenty of rest, and consume some tetracycline tablets and vitamins until you've cleared up the infection. And the last tip I think for today is unsafe working conditions. The weather here is horrendous. Make sure you use the right tools for the job to avoid unnecessary accidents, because treating cuts and breaks in this day and age is becoming very challenging with the limited resources and supplies that we have. And also ensure that you secure your vehicles or equipment before completing any maintenance. Stupid idiot last week didn't put the chalk down when he was changing a tyre on a tractor, and the thing bloody ran over and crushed his head.
Oh my God.
Nothing I could do with that. Nothing at all.
You can't afford to lose any survivors.
No, we're all precious.
Everyone's valuable.
We need to stop killing each other. There's plenty of supplies if we go looting. Just stop killing each other.
That's really good advice. We need to pull together if we're going to get through this catastrophe together.
Yeah, and talking about pulling together, I run the medical station up in the northeast, but I'm going to be heading down to the hospital in Berezino this weekend. I think Sunday I'm going to try and get down. There's a convoy going down there that's offering me secure passage. I'm going to go down there and help the community down there build the hospital, which is next to the police station. They are currently secure in that location. They're clearing out the infected. So if you can, make your way down there. Let's build a community. Let's re-establish yourselves down there.
Yeah, thank you for mentioning that. I spoke with a fellow named Obi before who talked about how he's trying to rebuild a community, a government, a security force, and it sounds like you're assisting in rebuilding a medical infrastructure there to treat people.
Yeah, that's the plan, and my wish, my hope is we have people coming, and if you do, bring your supplies, bring your medical supplies, let's come together, let's rebuild, let's make somewhere safe and secure for everybody.
And what kind of medical supplies do you recommend someone carry around with them?
Well, the basic supplies is got to be sterilisation of bandages, sterilised bandages or rags to treat those wounds, because obviously you don't want to get infections in wounds because those are a nightmare to clear up and will give the blood poisoning. Next after that is obviously a small supply of multivitamins to keep your immune system up. If you run a really good immune system, then that reduces the risk of catching any other diseases. I also carry some blood packs. Because being a medic, I try and carry as much of the different blood types as I can. So make sure you test your blood type and have that on your body somewhere so we know, so we don't give you the wrong blood. I also carry some saline, antitoxin medication as well, because somebody's bombing us. I don't know who that is. What do I recommend others to carry? Multivitamins, tetracycline, charcoal and bandages. That's enough to get you by. But if you can, saline and some of your own blood.
Now, could you back up a second? Did you say someone out there is bombing you?
We don't know what's going on. There's toxic clouds of gas appear after what we think is we're hearing rocket shells or unknown aircraft, and there's a green sort of mist haze. Anybody that's gone in to investigate, they've never come back yet. We've seen people in there wearing what I think it's called NCB suits or NBC suits. I don't know what they are.
Nuclear, biological, chemical.
Oh, that's the ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I think we've seen that, but I've never gotten close enough. I'm too scared. I'm not going nowhere near that.
Oh my gosh, that's scary. I was wondering, how many infected have you encountered? Have you ever tried to treat an infected?
I've heard of people trying to treat them with all sorts of medication, but to my knowledge, that's never worked. For me, the only treatment's a 9mm bullet to the back of the head.
Oh my gosh. And have you ever had to do that? Have you killed an infected?
Yes. It's not nice. The screams, being chased down, being backed up in a room. I never want to experience that again. It's horrible.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how soldiers can do that.
Oh, God bless them.
I still have nightmares.
Bob, I really want to thank you for your time, and I hope that we can have another talk again one day in the future.
Yeah, I'm more than happy. Once I get down, get the hospital established, I want to give people some information, so yeah, happy to talk again in the future.
Yes, thank you. And I'd like to hear more about that clinic that you're setting up farther away from the hospital.
More than happy to chat with you again, Brian.
All right, Bob. Thank you very much. Good luck out there, and please stay safe. Pass our blessings on to all your friends.
Same to yourself, brother. Stay safe.